Hello, today I welcome you to my world of watches, and in this video we are taking a look at 5 great watches under $20. Let's see what it's all about. Now you may think that there's no possibility to get a decent watch on this side of a budget, but believe me, you can. There are actually quite a couple of choices to go for when it comes to this price point. As a matter of fact, I've prepared a dress watch, a couple of everyday watches, and also a few beater watches for you today. Now I know that $20 is not a lot. I mean, you can only buy 47 rubber ducks or 6 pillows with Elvis face on it, but there's good value to be found in these watches I'm about to show you. And obviously for this price point you shouldn't expect miracles, so yeah, let's go. So first up, I just had to include the Casio F91W and A158. Both of them are icons in the industry, one of the best selling timepieces in the world. They starred in many films throughout the years, and from what I see, more and more young people are choosing these watches over the cheap Chinese crap like Daniel Wellington, which is great. The A158 gives off that retro 80s look even though it was released in 90s, and the F91W is more of a hipster style for me. The F91W is made out of plastic and resin, and the A158 has a painted plastic case and a stainless steel bracelet. Both of them use the same digital movement that has a single alarm and a stopwatch. Also at night you're welcomed with a small green corner light. And even though the water resistance rating is only 30 meters, they are way more durable. Took the F91W on a swim multiple times, survived just fine. The F91W can be yours for $8 and the A158 for about $18. And if you would like a slightly updated design and bigger case size, you can take a look at a A168, also comes under $20. Great, well-respected watches that could be your companions for years to come. Now let's take a look at a dress watch. We have a Cadisen C9067. Again, I have this one myself, and I have to say that for the price it is a very fine watch. As you can see, a proper chronograph with a 24-hour subdial at 3 works flawlessly, a date window between 4 and 5 o'clock, applied indices, signed crown, and a nice set of hands. What I really like is the green bezel, makes it way more interesting, and in my opinion this supplied stainless steel mesh bracelet just suits this watch so well. The only downside would be that it is a coated alloy case, but at this price point it is more than acceptable. Looks great, polished all throughout. The cost is as impressive as the watch at about $16 to $18. Cadisen offers very good value for money watches on the Chinese market. A great example is the C1032 model. So yeah, if you want a great looking dress watch under $20, this is my suggestion. Next up, let's look at a kind of an everyday watch, the SKMEI 1456. This one is a clear homage of the Casio GMW B5000D, but I think it makes a great watch for casual wear. Mine one didn't last that long because I tried to do a couple of mods, and as you can see they didn't turn out very well. But when I had it, I remember it being my favorite timepiece out of all of my collection at that time. The whole build quality is just fantastic, looks very good in person, both brushing of the bracelet and polishing of the case is done great. They even copied the brick texture around the dial. The weight is also almost spot on at 157 grams. Has the basic features, a single alarm, a stopwatch, dual time, and a countdown timer. The case is again made out of coated alloy and the bracelet is stainless steel. One thing it lacks is the water resistance. It is only 30-meter water resistance, so no water adventures. And by the way, you can get it for around $16 on AliExpress. Overall, it feels very durable and looks great on the wrist. If you would like to see a full review, just click on this pop-up bar. In at number 4, we have a couple of beater watches, the Casio AE1000 and AE1200. Again, both of them are very well known, but the AE1200 is more known one as it slightly resembles a watch that James Bond wore in Octopussy. It is often referred as a Casio Royale, again because of James Bond film Casino Royale. These two watches share the same module, just a different dial layout and case shape. They have 100 meters of water resistance, plenty to go for a swim and do some snorkeling. There is a stopwatch, 5 alarms, a countdown timer, and also a world time function which displays times of 48 different cities. I had the AE1000 but sold it shortly after just because I didn't need it. I have my G-Shocks. But I would even call them a G-Shock on a budget. They have a plastic case and a resin band, and the best part about these watches is the 10-year battery life. Of course, it depends on how often do you use the backlight and all of the functions, but they are known to last even more than that. For the price of $20, it makes a great beater watch, and it will definitely take a serious beating. And in the last place, we have just a watch for fun, the Casio Calculator watch. Now this one is definitely not for everyone, but it just looks so cool, gives off that nerdy vibe, and again gives a little bit of nostalgia for 80s and 90s kids. Also, what is really cool is that it starred in the Breaking Bad series, my favorite TV series of all time. It was on Walter White's wrist for a very long time, and then it was changed to the Tag Heuer Monaco. And not only that, it might be familiar from somewhere else. This watch is really simple for the $19 asking price, has a plastic body and a resin band, so it is extremely light. And when it comes to the functions, it has a calculator, a single alarm, a stopwatch and dual time. As I've said, just a fun, simple looking watch that also has some charisma and a quite big movie career. So there you go, 5 watches, actually more than 5 watches under $20, and as you can probably already tell, there's a lot of value to be found in them. The budget doesn't have to be that big for you to get a decent watch, and of course, there are many more choices to go for when it comes to this price point, so if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. And as always, if you like my video, please leave a like and also consider subscribing and hitting that little bell so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. Also follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And now thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.